gates of the city, and his mouth was wide open. His eyes were large. He was walking around like a drunk person because he realized he had finally found the place he was looking for. His whole life, he had traveled the whole world, going from city to city. He had joined the Marines as a young man in the hopes of being able to go to faraway places that normal tourists could not go to. But he never succeeded in finding the one place he was looking for since he was a young boy, and that is Zanzibar. That's right, it's a place you've heard of probably. He had started walking. As an old man, he decided if Zanzibar was not on an island in some remote waters, then it had to be on one of the continents. And so he started walking from the top of a continent to the bottom of the continent until he had walked almost all of the continents. And it was then that he was walking through the continent of Africa that he happened to stumble upon this village that looked like an ordinary village, like any other village, and yet the minute he walked through the gates of the city, he realized this was not an ordinary place. This was a magical haven for wizards and magicians. He realized this because every house had a sign, and every sign explained what magical things happened in that place. For example, the first house that he came to there was a sign, and it had a wizard hat. So he decided, I'm going to check every single place out. So he knocked on the window, and the window creaked open, and out came this very old hat seller, and he said, yes, can I help you? And the man said, well, I'm just so excited, and I finally got here, and I'm finally here, and I just want to talk to someone and hear about this place. And the wizard, he had seen this before, very few people had managed to find Zanzibar, but the ones that find it are always very, very excited. So he calmed the man down, he gave him a drink of water, he said, yes, well, you're just in luck. You can actually purchase one of my hats because it just so happens that I'm going out of business. I'm going to leave Zanzibar. I'm selling my shop. I'm selling all of my wares. So, happy is the coincidence, and please choose a hat. And the man looked through his pockets. I mean, he had nothing. He had walked so many continents and had gone through so many places, but he had used up all his money. He said, no, I couldn't possibly. I have no more money. I'm an old man. I can't work. I can't make more money. There's nothing I can do. I can't possibly buy one of your hats. And the wizard said, no. This is from me to you, just for being able to come find us. Zanzibar is a mysterious place. Okay, well, that's amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about the hats? Sure. Here, this is the first hat. This is a hat that turns you into an animal. The man was amazed. He had always wanted to turn into an animal. I mean, this was his big chance. And the wizard said, but once you turn into an animal, you don't remember being a person. You're literally just an animal. So once you turn into a cat, you're just a cat. You are not a wizard, so you can't transform back. I mean, that's the problem with magic and non-magic users. The man said, oh, well, that's strange. Okay. And what's this hat do? This was a very, very beautiful, big, round, purple hat. And he said, oh, this is the hat of power. The only problem is the power that you get, it automatically starts wars. So you become a king, and you become able to control large amounts of people and wealth and money, but immediately you go to war. So it's a kind of give and take. The man put the hat down immediately. He did not want any war. He had been a Marine. He knew what war was like. He was not interested. What about this purple hat? Yes, of course. Well, this purple hat, you put it on your head, and you can see people in different shades of colors, and it'll tell you how sick they are. So, it's not a cure or anything, but you'll know if somebody is sick. Oh, what about this hat, this green hat? Yes, this is the hat of knowledge. You will be able to know everything. It's like It's like you just ask a question and the hat tells you the answer. Okay, well, what's the problem with the hat? Well, you don't actually remember any of the information, so you basically just ask the questions again and again. This is. Do all of your hats have some kind of like trick to them? Or, well, it's not that they have a trick or anything, it's just that you're not a magical creature. So the hats are really powerful artifacts and they control a lot of magic, but it's not that helpful to someone who can't actually, use it. The man thought he was growing really weak. The water was good, but still he was feeling his age. He was really old. He said, you know what? I'm going to put on the animal hat. I've decided. I will live one full life as a person, and now I will live one full life as an animal. The magician smiled, big smile, put the hat on the man's head, and immediately the man disappeared. The wizard picked up the animal hat, and there underneath was a very beautiful, very elegant, and very slow snail crawling towards the greenery. The snail now lives in Zanzabar, and if you ever make it there, you might see him. He might still be alive. I'm not really sure how long snails live in Zanzibar, since it's a magical place, and in magical places, magical animals may live a very long time. You will know that this is the snail that used to be a man, because he has a very big smile on his face. And we all know non-magical snails do not smile.